Hello everybody and welcome back to Arcangelus Gaming. Arcangelus here bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Heaven's Gate Survival series. Alright guys, I've been thinking about a lot of things at the moment, and I've been thinking about how we do things in terms of power generation. Now at the moment, as you can see, I'm back, well, near to our starting point. I'm about 2 kilometers away. It's about the best I could get us to. I've built another solar array on the other side, which is seriously helping with our power generation. So if I currently go into the rust bucket, a nice little safe haven, go in here, put in batter, and basically, as you can see, rust bucket's fully charged, Toad and Dude are still fully charged, and I'm starting to get somewhere in recharging both of these. But if we now go, if I go in here, go solar, and grab all of these, because I know the colourable solar panels, they're linked to both Toad and Dude. Probably have got in here some of the ones from the rust bucket as well. Hold on, rust bucket doesn't have any. So yeah, so at the moment we're generating 68, close to 69 megawatts of power. So that is now refilling all of our batteries. Now somebody's mentioned to me that we do need a heck of a lot more batteries. I think it was something like 3-to-1 on the thruster arrays. So how many did we say we had? 30 in each direction. So that's 30 forward, 30 back, that's 60. That makes that then 120 for the port and starboard as included. And then 180 for top and bottom. So then if we then multiply that by 3, then, hold on, my maths isn't that good, so let's make that 200, so that's 600, take away 60, so that would be 540 batteries just for the thrusters alone. So that's a little excessive in my book, but we might have to do something like that. So it might be that when we pull, let's say, this deck across the ship here, rather than building it with all of these steel blocks, might be an idea to build it all with batteries. I mean, we also need enough charging capability for these as well. However, the other thing I'm thinking of is these solar arrays. Now, as nice as they are, I think we need something that's a little better than this. Scratch that. Made that a lot better than this. For starters, even though I made this one on this side out of heavy armor block, if I go in here, you can see that. It's only 1 thick. So if that gets destroyed, that's it. This entire array is off in the ether somewhere. So we need a better way of doing it. We need something that's a lot thicker, so that when it takes damage, we are not going to lose it again into the ether. So I'm thinking what we might have to do is block out maybe something like around about here, maybe like a 3x3 or a 4x4 section. Maybe take it out and then angle it outwards or something, just to give it a little bit of character. Bit like the Tyrannic Ion Array frigate from Homeworld. Had something of that sort of nature as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do, if materials also allowing. Yeah, look at that. Good. We've got 10,000 of that. So I'm just going to dump all this excess I've got on me. I'm going to start building up a better array. or better set of arrays, because the Tyrannic Ion array frigate, well, it's actually more of an ancient array frigate. The Tyrannic raiders in Homeworld just found them and then just utilised them. They didn't actually know where they got it from, according to the lore. But it's got 4 sets of solar arrays, 2 on either side. Just so basically, like where I've got one in like the middle of the ship here, they would have had one there and then one down here. So quite a large array. Right. So saying that, that is what I'm thinking of doing. So I may have to disassemble all of this array to be able to build this. But I think first things first is getting our anchor hold. Because, let's see, how much room have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, making that 4 big is going to be absolutely difficult. But I think having all that meat would actually be a good idea. Because we need to be able to secure the... this whole thing. So actually, I'm not sure why I picked up all these materials, because we're going to be getting a ton out of what we're going to be grinding down first, and then we can come back for the mats later. So yeah, so let's start from here.
Inventory full.
Already? Oh, bugger, I also ground down the wrong bit as well. Actually, was that right? Yeah, that is right. Okay. Entity list. Floating. Why have I got so many bits floating around in space around here? Alright, I've got to go do some pickup work later on. Right, so I know we've got a gravity drive around here, so let's ditch some of this stuff. So we can continue our work. Alright, so we've got that there. That there. Maybe just doing it 3 by 3 will be better. So yeah. And we just lost another piece into the ether. Or into the space, basically. Right, okay. So let's block this out. I'm not even going to worry about the middle ones being in this sci-fi armor. I'm just going to... I think to begin with, let's build it out to, yeah, about where this one is here. So that'd be like 10 out, and then from there we can angle it so it goes out towards the front of the ship. Always go way too far. I don't know why I do that, but okay. If I do this, then that will stop me as I'm going backwards. So as you can see, this is going to be a heck of a lot more solid. So you think about a missile strike against there, it's more likely that this is going to be remaining intact after it gets hit. Can't really say as much for the actual solar paneling, because there isn't such a thing as a heavy armoured version of that as of yet. Right. This is the bit that's going to get tricky, I think. So I'm not going to do it at a gentle slope out. I think a 45 degree is going to be a good it's going to be good for this, but I think
Energy low.
okay, let's power up again. Both in that and a bit of coffee. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, already that's looking a lot better than having these thin, piddly, like emaciated struts coming out of the side of the such a big old carrier as this. I mean, that looks like that definitely could take a missile strike or three and still keep on kicking. So obviously we're going to want to take that out enough to be able to warrant it being oops. I want the lights on. My fingers are going dyslexic and hitting multiple keys. Or doing something anyway, I don't know what. Okay, so I don't exactly know how far to take this out. Probably about to where this is. So this is going to take a bit to get this sorted out, but when we do, I think it's going to look good. As usual for me, I plonk things in the middle of space. Alright, can't do any more there. Wonder if I shave a little off of this. It's probably not going to really affect it whilst we're building it out. Why am I going towards the rust bucket? Right, there we go. One more. If we do the same on the other side as well, just in case it decides to roll over. About there. There we go. Might want to shave the back off as well. There we go. So at least now, if it rolls over, there's less likely of a chance for it to actually collide with our new strut. I'm not sure what would take the most damage, but there we go. So I think that would be our distance out, so it'll come out quite nicely like that. So, alright, let's work now on it's going to be 2, so not quite what I had in mind. Unless we go like that. And then that way we can then build, we can then put the because if we build this out by one, yeah, I've got an idea here. So what it'll be is like here there would be like a block there. Block side out. And have it sort of built like this. And then what we'll do is we'll have a rotor in there. Have it like a full extension. So obviously once we built this up a bit more, we can... Oh god, that's going to be a challenge. Where's the sun at the moment? No, that's Mars. Sun's over there. Oh. Didn't quite think this through. Alright, rotor, hinge, camera, and that one for the custom turret controller, although that was going to now be inside the ship somewhere. I think that's everything we need the solar panels as well. There we go. Okay, so first of all, just need a plain old simple rotor. You know, don't need any of the fancy schmancy ones. Which way is going to be 0? I always put 0 as up on this, so there we go. I have the hinge in there, so which way is back? Not that it really 100% really matters. Yikes, moving towards us. Yeah, I've got a strong feeling I'm going to have to dismantle maybe a lot more before this is finished. Okay. Actually, that should be fine for what we're doing. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another unit that's clamping onto here that goes up and one down, that will then have our solar panel arrays attached to it, and we can then use the colorable solar panel arrays on it as well. So I think for now right, where are we? I think we're going to have to go and grab Dude. I think we're going to have to grind a lot of this down. Going to have to use the just the one solar array. Interesting. Apparently still attached, but at full extension. uh, 8, 7. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here without knocking. I was saying that toast lights are on. It's going to use a lot of power. Actually, double check this. Yeah, definitely using the grinders. Because we're going to disassemble this entire array, I think. I think we now got to the point where, as much as we need all of that power that this thing is generating, I think for safety in building what we're building, we are going to have to take it down. Oh, good, it is rotating. This might take several trips back and forth. Really, that one tiny little jolt is enough to break a grinding head. Wow. I mean, simply, yeah, that is like, wow. Okay. All right. It's the wrong colour though, but we can easily rectify that. Just because the entire array's bouncing, it's making it really difficult to get the grinders in the right place. But saying that, even though it's a small grid array, it just goes to show how much the small grid large cargo holds can actually hold. I mean, if you think about all the materials that is required to build up these solar panels in the first place, it looks like we might be able to get away with one side of these solar panels, and then we're going to have to come back for the other side afterwards. But I think once we're done, if we get this right, we might be able to get more power out of the solar arrays, but also make it look a hell of a lot better. Alright, there we go. Let's go back with what we got. Tell you what, let's make it easier for ourselves as well. Let's move the rust bucket out of the way. Yeah, about there will do nicely. Does mean we're going to have to find another way of getting our oxygen and hydrogen, but hey, we can deal with that. We just need a quick way at the moment just to be able to dispose of the mats that we've picked up. Well, disposed is not exactly the right word. Right, so we go with that. Wait, empty. There we go. And then what you were hearing there in the background was the assemblers disassembling all of that solar array material because of our the limits that we have imposed. Right, looks like we're going to have to get this sorted out quickly because looks like we're already pressing up against our new yeah, so what we're going to do is if we go like that, right, that's allowed this whole array to move without colliding with our new array parts. That one in the end took a while to disassemble, but alright, back in a second. Alright, okay, sorry about that guys, a lot of distractions there, a lot of things had to be sorted out in the real world. You know, got to take care of the family. Okay, so let's get the last of these solar panels. And then we'll see about getting the old struts. And then we can ditch everything whilst we build up the new arms. Where are you going? Alright, let's get a bit distance on this. I turned off the HUD, make it a little easier to be able to see what I'm doing. Right. Catching on something there. Oh, stop catching on it. So let's just do this. Grab it all. Do the outer sheath first. Oh, not again! Not another one! What is it with these things exploding all the time? Where's all the bits that were floating around? I mean, that is ridiculous. Really does drive me nuts. So blooming easy just to blow them up. They're meant to be industrialised parts, for crying out loud. Not something cheap and nasty. I mean, the AP really needs to be increased on them. Might actually look at maybe a mod or something once I've built this thing to better keep control of. Okay, how comes I missed those? Alright, looks like we're leaving stuff behind now, so it's all good. So let's sort of go in at an angle here. So something like sort of using the same sort of technique as I do with mining, just sort of gentle thrusts forward. Hopefully that way I won't damage the heads anymore. think from here I'm going to do this manually because we're getting a bit close to the ship.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
Okay, and then there. We want to put our heavy armor block. Okay, let's go and ditch everything we got. Okay. So saying that, that means that way's up. Alright, let's go back in. No, let's not go back in the hangar. Let's go this way. Okay, I'm just going to get some oxygen as well, so I'll be back in a sec once I've done that. Okay, now that everything's back in place, we can now start building up the rest of the arm. So I'm thinking if we start with something relatively simple. Maybe if we bring it down to what, a 2x2 from this point out. So yeah, let's have like a big knuckle joint, and then we can then like bring it in from there into something like that. So we've got something of interest also at this point. Ugh, that hurt. Okay. So we've got a bit of a knuckle joint there. And then what we can then do is then bring this out. So let's see what we're going to do. 7, 8. Oh, I think I've lost count there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that is 8. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's have a look at that so far. That's probably a little too small. Let's try 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, judging this is then going to come out and then expand out into our solar grid. We obviously want this to be big enough to support it all. So I think 15 is probably going to be big enough. So let's do the same on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then obviously we need to oh, actually, that is starting to look the business. Darn it. Thought I got that one in the wrong place. There we go. Whee! Okay, so that is actually rather spectacular, even as it is at the moment. Okay, so gonna need something for this all to latch onto, so okay, oops. Let's start taking this out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the same way as we had the array before, we'll sort of do the same again. So we'll have the oops, wrong block. The heavy armor slope 2 by 1 by 1. If I don't make it a bit too big. I have a funny feeling we might also need to be adding in or moving a few of our nanite construction bots to be able to cover this. That would go on that one, if I can place it. I'm going to start off small to begin with, as a matter of course, and it just also struck me. Yeah, actually, yeah, we can get access to it. There we go. I'm not sure there's a right way up on this. Yeah, we'll have our. Does material actually... No, I don't think material actually has any bearing on this at all. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm pretty sure from things I've read that these colorable solar panels also do the same as the standard solar panels and also pass through as well. Oh, bugger. Okay. We'll do the same on the underside as well, just to sort of get an idea of the scale and scope of this. So judging that's to be in the midpoint, then what we could do is have like an angled section at the end, just to give it a little bit more character. So let's add on another row, top and bottom. Yeah, because look, just above the knuckle there, so that's all good. I mean, I'm not trying to mimic the ion array frigate. All I'm trying to do is create something that is uniquely for this carrier, but using that as sort of like a reference ID.
Energy low.
Okay, so that's the bottom. Just need to do the top now. So this is going to be a hell of a lot of power we're going to be getting from this. Once this is all been built. But like I say, we're probably going to be looking at least another couple of the nanite grids to be able to build up this far. Because I think this now literally is outside of the scope of the original array. Although I'm thinking for support, maybe we get rid of these and just build this up. But then again, that sort of then lends itself to. Alright. Okay, so let's see. So that's definitely doing the bottom of all that array. It's the top and the bottom that's the bit that's going to be challenging. Unless I put it at like an angle, and then it should be in line to be able to be built properly. But just from that, you can sort of get an idea and imagine what it's going to be like. I'll probably double the width actually looking at it, because I mean, look at the array we got there. It's sort of like a nice sort of size there. So yeah, now we're fully charged. Let's find out what this rotor's called. Just called rotor 3. Okay, let's find a terminal. There we go, rotor 3. Right, for now we'll set that to 0 and 90. Velocity 0.5. Please don't break. Still need to build the rest of this arm as well. That's because the rotor and the hinge doesn't have the Whoa! What the hell? Did the ship move or did I move? Alright, there we go. So now we've got it in a position where everything can now build. I forgot to turn it into station mode when I brought us back to our starting location here. But as you can see, all of these solar panels are now being built up, and everything else is being built up. So what I'm going to now do is, off camera, I'm going to build the rest of this arm. I'm going to double the width of this array. I'm going to build the bottom array to go with it as well. And I think also I'm going to put in let's see, where would be a good place? Probably in the back here, maybe one there for the controls for these two solar array arms, and then sort of go from there. Now, just as a proof in point, okay, let's experiment here a minute and move the sun. That'll be a good place. Well, let's get 4 there. It's got nothing there. Oh, great. You telling me that these are not transparent like the other ones? Okay. Colorable solar panel 33. $156 kilowatts. Solar panel 17. Well, that's the only one there. 159 kilowatts. So that's telling me actually that even though these are colorable and we can have them in our color, that the original solar panels are actually better because we can double layer them. Because look, that isn't getting any power whatsoever. Whereas these are. Whoops. I don't crash into them first. But these are. Alright, so I think that's the other thing I'm going to do then. I'm going to strip all of these out using Dude and then replace them with the original solar panel types, which means we can't have like the like an angle like this on the end of them, but it does mean that we can get far more power out of them for this sort of layout. So next episode, that's probably what you're going to see. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Arcangulus Gaming. Alright guys, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time on Arcangulus Gaming. Remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button because it helps the algorithm so people can see my video. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a next one. And remember, leave us a nice comment below. I answer every single one. So please get back to me soon. So yeah, see you next time. Be nice to each other. Be happy. Thanks again.